What is up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode. And this is Trading 2 Team of the Year Hybrid episode 10. And a couple of players from the last episode did sell, and it was much appreciated if you did stick with the last episode being 10 plus minutes. But we sold the Podolski, we converted ourselves for 24,750, so that's great profit right there. Eduardo Vargas we sold for 1,500 coins. A Muriel converted from striker to cam we sold for 2.9k, and pretty much the opposite, converted from cam to striker for 8.4k was Oscar. And last player here was Simon Vucevic, and he sold for 850 coin bid, not a bin. And we still got quite a few players to go, but we've also bought some players as well. And I think I've done really well this episode with the players I've invested in. I've switched my focus up from Giovinco, and we have now switched it on to FC Bayern in the Bundesliga. And we picked up a Tony Cruz converted from cam to CDM, and picked him up 7.5k, going to put him up for around 12 plus k. We picked up a Muller, and they're the two players we're going to focus on, Cruz and Muller. Cruz we just put up, and this is a Muller for 6.1. We're going to put him up for roughly the same, just under 13,000 coins, and pretty much kind of doubling our money on these players, which is, a brilliant profit for any trading player. We picked this one up for 5.8, and we're going to put him up just shy of 12,000 coins. Cruz in a 4-1-2-1-2 that we picked up for 6,300, and I think this one is going to go around the 13,000 coins, just because it's converted from cam to CDM and in one of the most expensive formations. And we also looked at another position for Muller and Cruz, which was striker. We picked this Muller up for 4.3, and it's very tough to sell these ones, or any of the Germans, him and Cruz at striker, because they've got competition with Gomez, and Gomez you can get for 3-4k, so it's very tough to find Cruz and Muller, and you're only going to sell them if people are actually looking for them. We picked up a Cruz, talking about that, converting them to striker for 2.1, and I had no clue on these prices. I did check under 10k and I couldn't find any, so I was just hoping these would sell. I mean, he's got no pace 52, so I would highly doubt many people would buy him at striker. That's why I kind of, went on the caution side and put him for 6.9k, but I do sense those ones are going to be tough to sell. But this Cruz in a 4-1-2-1-2 formation at striker for 1.7k, and I put it roughly the same as I did the last Cruz at striker, maybe a little bit more expensive, simply because it's a 4-1-2-1-2, and I'm just hoping that these will either get bidded or binned. I'm not 100% sure on their price and if they will sell. Another striker, it's quite easy to find these ones. They get kind of, they kind of get confused with the Gomez and another Muller striker, but this is the buy of the series. Tony Cruz, second in form, not the first in form, second in form for 63,000 at his native cam position, and this was literally a straight bid. I think it was 63 start, no bin or nothing. I put him up for 107,000 coins. If he does sell for that, which is the lowest bin, I think, only just by 1,000, I'm hoping he's going to sell. He'll make us some tidy profit. Couple players that we've binned, Muller at centre mid for 3.5k, and that is a incredible deal. We're going to put him up for 11,750. Again, a Giovinco. It wouldn't be an episode without a Giovinco. Picked up for 6,000, and kind of made a little bit of a mistake. His price has bombed, and it's just under 7k, so I'm really not going to make much profit on him. As you see, someone binned him and put a 352 card on him, and another player sold the Lucas Podolski. As you can see, his prices are going down as well, and sometimes you just got to vacate these players. This one went for 18,750. Took a couple tries to actually sell him, and it's probably best that we just vacate that area ASAP and focus on a new area, which seems to be the German FC Bayern players. This Tony Cruz sold for 12,000 coins, and I'm just waiting for that Cruz to sell, which he eventually does. And look at that, 107,000. We picked him up for 63,000 coins. That is an insane profit on one player. I don't trade in informs, and inform trading is easily the best market, but when you do, you've got to do it right, and I definitely did it with that Tony Cruz. Made insane profit on him. Another Cruz that was converted to CDM sold for 11,500, and look at the money that we're on now, 232k. Only an episode ago we're only on, just hitting over 100, and we've still got players left to sell. As you can see, 13 more players have finally sold. We've sold a Muller in, I think that's the centre mid version, for 12,000 coins. In a good formation as well, 4-3-2-1 is pretty desirable. Another Muller for 11,000 coins in centre mid. A Sessegnon, I think at striker, but I'm not 100% sure. I think for just shy of 7,000 coins. Patrick finally sold for 600 coins. He was a pain to sell. Marco Marin for 6.9. McCormack finally again for 6k. The silvers took the longest to sell. Another Muller, who's I think been changed formation or discarded, that we sold for around 7,000 coins. A Marco Marin that again probably changed formation or discarded, either one of those, that you can't see what they sold for 6.8. The Tony Kroos CDM 11,750 in a 4-1-2-1-2. Another Tony Kroos, this time at striker, and as you can see, his price did go a lot down to 6k for him. They were really tough to sell. Then the 4-1-2-1-2 version for 6.9k. Another Muller, this time the striker version, for 7,000 coins. And the last player of the episode, Podolski, I think the centre mid for 18,750. So that's all the players sold. We're at 231, and we've invested in some players that we're going to put up in the next episode. It'd be much appreciated if you would give it a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and check out my previous videos, and check the links in the description to my Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. And I'll see you in the next episode, which should be out tomorrow at 4 PM. I will see you then. Peace.